Hello everyone, Coach Erica here. We are going to do a little bit of flexibility work and coordination work. So before we get started, I want to talk about some props that you'll be able to use for this one today. I will be using a tennis ball and highly encourage you find something similar to a tennis ball, but totally fine if you do not have a tennis ball. You can find anything in your house that you want to focus on and hold in your hands, like a scarf or a sock or a stuffed animal, literally anything. But I do want to emphasize that if you do have a tennis ball, please go find one and then we'll get started together, okay? So first we're gonna have us start just with some open space wherever you are at with our lovely prop. I want you to take it, put it underneath your chin, okay? So we're gonna relax our neck, feet together, arms down by your sides or behind your back to keep our posture nice and tall. I want you to slowly move your chin side to side without dropping your prop. Nice and slowly. We're gonna do it 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, okay? So we've kind of touched on the neck a little bit and we're gonna drop down to the shoulders. This is gonna be a fun one. So just take your prop and you're gonna put it right in the base of your neck and your shoulders. So you can kind of shrug your shoulder up so it stays put, kind of feels funny. So whatever side you're deciding to do, I want you to open up that hand because when we release our shoulder, you're gonna try to catch your prop before it drops. So I'm gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and woo, try to catch it. We're gonna do it again. Place it here, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up, catch. Nice work. Let's do the other side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Find that nice perfect spot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's catch. Last time on this side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Catch. I didn't drop it, you guys. I hope you guys are doing pretty good too. So we're gonna continue to kind of melt. So I want you guys to think about today starting from the head and we're gonna work all the way down to our toes. So if we continue to melt down our body, we're gonna kind of get into our shoulders a little bit. So pick a hand, doesn't matter which one you wanna start with. And we're gonna do some arm circles forwards and backwards, just like you guys are used to doing in classes. So we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch hands again and switch direction backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do a little bit of a crisscross. This one will be a little trickier with your prop because every time you open up and come back together, I want you to pass the ball to the other hand. And we're going to do this one 5 times as well. So we're going to open, pass. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So we're going to melt down the arms and get into our wrists a little bit. So nothing super fancy here. Just squeeze on tight to your prop and we're going to roll our wrists. Roll, roll, roll. Both directions. Get all those little crinkles out in your wrists. Perfect. And then we're gonna do a little bit of work with both hands. So let's think about this for a second. So pick a hand you want to hold your prop in. So you can't really tell, but I want you guys to squeeze it. Seriously squeeze it as hard as you can. So I'm really forcing to try to squeeze this tennis ball, okay? So with my other hand, I'm gonna do opening and closing, wiggling my fingers a couple times, okay? So I'm still squeezing here. Open, close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I can relax, shake that hand out, and I'm gonna squeeze using the other hand. Same thing here. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that ball, or stuffed animal, or sock, or whatever you're using, squeeze it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're gonna do it one more time. Still squeezing with this hand, but we're gonna change up what's happening here. So we're gonna individualize our fingers a little bit by counting to 5 backwards and forwards. So follow along with me. Squeeze, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again on the other side, squeezing out in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. So we've done neck and shoulders all the way down into our fingers, right? So next, we're gonna kind of start to stretch into our back and our lower body a little bit. So let's take this ball and just hold on tight. Feet together still. We're gonna reach out far in front of us, all the way up, 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 in through our fingertips. Deep breath, and then flat feet. And I want you to try to keep this part of your body straight while we bend the upper half. So we're gonna hold on, just like a pencil, ears covered, and lean, 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 lean as far as we can, keeping all of this stuff nice and straight. And we're gonna hold it. And slowly come back to the middle. So we're straight in that pencil shape again. And we'll go ahead and bend to the other side. Nice and slow until you can't go over anymore. And again, we're gonna hold. Nice job, back to center. And relax. So let's move into something a little trickier. Let's open up our legs a little bit. So just outside of our hips, doesn't need to be too big or anything crazy like that. We're gonna take our ball and we're gonna make a figure 8. So if you don't know what a figure 8 is, literally imagine the number 8 and you're gonna trace that figure using your prop or your ball on the floor. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. We're gonna go through it together 5 times, keeping our knees super straight. We're gonna start to bend over to one side. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my left. I'm gonna put my ball down on the ground by my toes, and I'm gonna start to draw my 8 by rolling it around one foot, crisscrossing through the middle, and rolling around the other foot, crisscrossing in the middle again. That is one figure 8. So we're gonna do it 5 times. So I'm gonna go ahead and just focus on what I'm doing while you follow along. That's 2. 3. 4, one more time. And 5, and go ahead and stand up and relax. Hopefully you felt that little bit of a stretch right behind your legs there. And we're gonna do something again, a little similar. Let's keep those legs apart, but this time we're gonna turn one foot out. So one foot is pointing to the side, one foot is still pointing nice and straight. And you're gonna let your body kind of turn towards the foot you have in front, okay? So this time we're gonna take our ball. I'm gonna give you some choices because even Coach Erica's not very good at catching this all the time. So we're gonna see how it goes together. So we're gonna slowly sweep this ball down to the ground again. Both of my knees are still super straight. Choice number 1 is going to be just passing it in a circle, or rolling it even, just on the front foot. If you wanna do something a little harder, we're gonna see how this goes. You can play catch right between your legs, throwing the ball here to here. So I'm gonna try it and see if I don't drop it. Believe it or not, that's really hard for me to do. So again, if you don't wanna do that, we can just take the circles. We're gonna do 5 times, okay? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you finish that one, I want you to hold it. Stand up nice and straight. Twist your body and do the same thing on the other side. So remember, point that other toe out, twist your hips. And we're gonna start again. This time I'm gonna see if I can do my catch version 5 times. So we're gonna go all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woohoo, we didn't drop it. And come all the way back up. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side again, but instead of playing catch, I'm gonna show you something different. So point that toe out, drop down again. And this time I want you to show your ball to me by stretching it up nice and tall, or whatever prop you're using. Keeping one hand on the floor. Twist your body open, 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 all the way up towards the ceiling. And I want you to look with your eyeballs at your prop and make sure it's right up over your head. And then we'll come back down. Roll the ball to the other side. Fix those toes so we're in that same position on this side. Grab it with the other hand. And again, we're going to twist up, 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 up. And make sure you look at it on the other side. And we'll come all the way back down. Roll our ball to the middle. And stand back up. Nice work. Okay. So now we're going to get into our leg muscles a little bit on the front. So we're going to call this a quad stretch. That's what this muscle is. Just to kind of feel it out a little bit, I want you to take your prop and kind of stand sideways. I want you to try to put it in the bend of your knees and squeeze it, okay? So once you have to find your balance too, we're going to squeeze our prop, we're going to grab our ankle, and we're going to balance, stretching this muscle. So we're still nice and tall. Our knee is pointing down, okay? And we're just going to hold it. And then when we're all done, we're going to go ahead and slowly come out of that so we don't drop our prop again. And we'll do the other side. So I'll go ahead and show you turning around. Find that crease behind your knee. Pick it up, make sure you got it. Holding on tight. And looking forwards. Good job, okay? We're gonna do our quad stretch again on the other leg, but now we're gonna add something to it now that you know what that kind of feels like. So this time we're not gonna use the prop, you're gonna pick it up just like you did before and hold your prop on the other side. So I'm gonna find my balance, I'm in my quad stretch, and my opposite hand is here. Not the one that's holding, right? That would be weird. Grab your prop, reach up nice and tall and really pull from your fingers all the way down to that knee and stretch and balance the best that you can. And then we'll relax it back down. Switch hands, switch legs, same thing on the other side. Find your balance first. And stretch, stretch, stretch up through your fingers. And we'll come all the way back down. Perfect, okay. So now we're gonna start making our way down to the floor. We're doing great. So we're gonna do one more before we get down to the floor though. So we're gonna come to that open position again. Take that ball or prop or stuffed animal behind you. So if you guys know what laced fingers are, we're gonna kind of try to crisscross around whatever you're holding, but behind your back, okay? So we're gonna hold it. We're gonna take a couple deep breaths just in this position. One more. And this time I want you to try to lift your ball while holding your fingers together as high as you can with straight elbows. So I know you can't see me, so I'm gonna turn. Just like that. And we're gonna lift, 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 lift as high as we can without bending our bodies over, okay? Hold it, hold it, hold it. And down. Do one more time. Lift up, 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 up as high as you can. It's okay if it's just a little bit. Make sure those arms are straight. And we'll relax, okay? So now you know what that looks like. So we're gonna start to do that lift, but we're gonna add a forwards bend this time. So as you move your body down, we're gonna still lift up with the arms. Up, up, chest is down, as high as you can go. You can look between those legs and just kind of relax in that funny upside down position. And then when we're all done, we're gonna slowly come out of that, kind of untangling our bodies. And now we're gonna go into the inchworm. So if you guys have done inchworms before, usually you're thinking about it more like an exercise, but it's actually a pretty good stretch for your legs too. So I want you to think about that version of it today. We're gonna use our ball to kind of roll across the floor. We're gonna keep our legs together. Go ahead and start to bend forward with those knees straight. And I'm actually gonna show you this way. As I start to roll my ball out, I'm gonna kind of play catch hand to hand here. So I'm gonna roll to one hand, roll to the other, roll until I'm in my push-up position. And then I'm gonna roll the ball, switch hands, roll the ball, switch hands, until I'm all the way back up in this upside down forward fold with straight knees, okay? So let's do it again. Roll, 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 all the way back. Nice work. And then one more time. And this time we're gonna go ahead and stay here and plop on the ground. I'm gonna readjust myself a little bit so you guys can see me. And we're gonna do something called a bow pose. So we're gonna lay down on our tummies. And this time we're just gonna take our prop and we are going to try to balance it on our back like a basket. So we're gonna see if I can get my ball to not roll away. Okay, and then we're gonna bend our knees. And we're gonna take both of our hands to try to grab our ankles. And if this is as far as you can get, you're doing great, just hold it. If you wanna try a little bit more of a challenge, we're gonna try to pull on these to lift our knees and our chest up off the floor as big as we can while holding our prop in our basket. It's pretty fun, right? Or hard, depends on how we're doing. Okay, so then we'll relax, kind of readjust if you need to, take a breath, and we're gonna try to pull up as high and as open as we can again. Ready, lift, lift, lift. And we'll relax. And you can take your prop, right, and relax back down, okay? Time to roll over. So now we're on our backs. Okay. And I want you to take your prop and put it in between your ankles or your toes, kind of whatever is easiest for you guys to hold onto your prop, because I don't want you to drop it on your faces. So I'm gonna try to balance it in my feet here. Balls might be actually kind of harder for this one, so if you want to try to something else, you can. Okay, so I'm gonna take my fingers under my knees here so I can fold and kind of bend and give myself a little bit of a hug. And I'm gonna breathe. And then I'm gonna try to straighten my legs, holding my prop. Open, open, while still kind of hugging your legs as close as you can to your body. Okay, so when I'm totally folded up, my knees are really close to my belly. The only thing that's moving are my toes. Try to push them as straight as you can. It might feel kind of hard. We're gonna do that 3 more times. And 1 more. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and grab our ball and sit ourselves back up. So I'm gonna face you guys again. We're gonna get into our hips a little bit more now. We've focused a lot on our kind of mid legs, which are very important muscles. So we should be familiar with our butterfly stretch. So for this one, I want you to keep your toes close together so you can have them super close to your body or a little bit farther away if that feels easier for you. We're just gonna practice rolling our prop around so we can hit all the positions. So I want you to lean into your toes as far as you can, pushing your prop away from you. Relax and hold. And then we're gonna push it over to one side and hold. And over to the other side, all the way around. Back to the middle. And rolling back up. Awesome. Now take your prop, balance it on your feet. Again, if you guys are using a ball, maybe try to squeeze it. I don't know, we're gonna see how this works for me today. This one's kind of hard, so we're gonna try our best. Take our hands behind you. So we're sitting up nice and tall. And I want you to try to lift your toes up. This is gonna be hard in the crease of your hips. You're really gonna feel it. But we're gonna try not to lean backwards when we do it. Sit up nice and tall. Lift up your prop and put it back down. Lift up your prop, put it back down. Let's try 3 more times. Woo, I dropped my ball. I was doing so good, you guys. 1 more time. Stay in there. Good job, and we're done. Now we can open to a straddle. I want you guys to make it as big as you feel comfortable. Make sure though that your knees are pointing up towards the ceiling and we're not letting our toes tip down towards the floor. So once you find that perfect position, we're gonna do kind of the same thing we did with our butterfly. So we're gonna roll our ball all the way out, trying to get our belly as close as we can to the floor. And then roll to one side. Roll to the other side. And roll back to the middle. And slowly build it back on up. Perfect. Okay, so we've done the hips, the legs. Time for the last little part of our stretching exercises today. We're gonna close to a pike and we're gonna play with our coordination a little bit more for this one. So we are gonna be tossing our prop. Please, please, please be careful. Let's start with tiny tosses and then maybe if you are able to make those tosses a little bit bigger. So we're just gonna gently catch just like that while we're sitting in our pike. So catch, open, catch, close. Let's do it 5 times. That's 2 for me. 3. 4, one more. Oh, I forgot to throw it again. Anyways, we're done, okay? So this next one will be another fun catch one. So taking your prop, really focusing on our pointed toes this time because we're gonna change from point to flex, if you guys remember that one, okay? So I think I'm gonna turn for this one. So you guys can see me a little bit better. We're gonna balance our prop right on our toes here. There we go. Once you're able to do that, you're gonna kind of flick your toes back to that flex position fast and hard. So hopefully your prop will come up so that you can catch it. We're gonna see how it works, okay? Oh, that one didn't work very well. Let's try it again. Like that. Let's do it 5 times. My ball keeps wanting to roll. And you can always get your runaway prop and just keep trying until you hit 5. This is working much easier for me earlier. Let's try one more time. Through it. Ah, that was the best one for our last one. Good job. Okay, so our last thing, we're gonna get into the ankles and our calf muscles a little bit more. So taking your prop, putting it underneath your calf muscle, that's this one right under here. So that way, when you pick your foot up, your heel's not actually touching the floor. So this one is gonna be kind of hard if you're using a stuffed animal or another prop because it's gonna be a little squishy. So if you can't do this one, I'm gonna give you another choice. Just hang on for a second. If you do have a ball and you're following along, we are gonna draw the ABCs, imagining that that marker that we're using is right in between our toes. So it's not gonna look like it very much, but I am gonna start with the letter A, B, C. So I am imagining that I'm drawing my letter out in front of me while I'm keeping the ball underneath, okay? Those of you guys who don't have this ball, all I want you guys to do is just take your prop out of the way. You don't really need it, but you're gonna have to work a little harder to lift your leg up and continue to do those ABCs, but it'll work just fine, okay? So let's continue along. I'm gonna go through the whole thing with you guys so we can do it together. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Whew, so by the time you get through all of that, all these muscles are gonna be kind of tired from working, so give it a little shake if you need it. And now we're gonna do the other side and do the other one facing you guys this time, just to give you a little different look. This is our last thing before we're done today. So starting with letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. We did it! I hope you guys had fun. Again, you can do this as many times as you want, maybe before or after your other exercises that you guys are doing. I hope you like it, and we'll see you guys later.